can tell you, if somebody in the 1970s, some of y'all are old enough to have been around the 1970s, and if somebody in the 1970s had heard me or someone like me speak and had just invested pennies or a few dollars on your behalf since the 1970s, you would have in a ridiculous amount of money. Most of you in here that work would be able to quit your jobs. So don't underestimate the power of what you can do with compound interest. Albert Einstein once said that compound interest is the greatest force in the universe. He said that compound interest is amazing because money can grow to levels that you can't even imagine, and you just got to try. But if you can't see it, if you don't believe it, if you don't think it's for you, or you don't think you can do it, then you're not going to try. So my job as a financial scientist is to use whatever little trust you have in me, or maybe you have a lot of trust in me. I don't take that for granted, and to tell you it's gonna be all right. Just do it. Just get started. Stop being scared. Okay. And if you're new to investing and want to just know some basics, we do have a great class, blackmoney101.com. The URL's above my head. Feel free to go to blackmoney101.com and get started. Share it with your whole family. Okay. All right. So let's keep going here. All right. So, Marcus then goes into special notes on interracial marriage and race purity. Interesting. He says, for a rich Negro to marry a poor white is an unpardonable crime and sin. Ah, ooh, you know this is gonna be good. Now, let me keep reading. He says, for a rich Negro to marry a poor white is an unpardonable crime and a sin because it simply means the transference of wealth from one weight race to another and the ultimate loss of that wealth to the race. It is logically evident that if the Negro is rich, he gained all or most of his wealth from his race. Ooh. Therefore, to ignore the opposite sex of his race and intermarry with another race is to commit a crime or sin for which he should never be pardoned by his race. And I gotta apologize to anybody who's married to white people. Like, ooh, buddy, that's as clear as it gets. I mean, I personally had that rule. I told you years before I even thought about getting married. I told you, I said, I don't know if I'm gonna get married, but if I get married, it's gonna be a black woman. I'm not gonna slip and fall and land in a white woman's vagina. That's not going to happen to me. I'm very going to be very intentional about who I choose. And if I choose someone to marry, and I didn't know if I was going to get married, to be honest with you, I got in my 40s. It's like I don't know, maybe I don't know if that's for me or not. 'Cause marriage takes work, preparation, growth. But yeah, I was like, no, I'm gonna marry a black woman. Well, how do you know? You may just fall in love. No, I don't fall into nothing. You choose to step into love. You should be stepping. You should be falling into stuff. You step into stuff. You step into your power. You step into your destiny. You don't fall into it. Let's keep going. He says here, um, let me see. Hold on. Teach the people to abhor such Negroes. Heavy, right? Now, just so you know, this is his perspective. This is not everything aligns with everything that I might feel, but you ain't got to feel how I feel or how he feels. You feel how you feel, but this is a perspective. Especially when you see some of these prominent men being taken down in these crazy relationships. The coach at Michigan, the head coach at Michigan State, who lost his $80 million contract because of what he was kind of messing around with. Shannon Sharp, who lost about 50 million. Like there's real financial consequences to some of this stuff. He says have nothing to do with them so long as they continue in that relationship. Oof. This must be done diplomatically, not to the hearing of the white race. For safety, let the advice take the form of whisper campaigns. Don't say it from the platform. Damn. See, now I'm up here streaming to YouTube. I'm gonna get in trouble for saying all this. You know what? I think when I read Marcus Garvey's books, we're gonna have to do this on a private Zoom.